Hey Cancer, welcome to your weekly forecast for May 20th through the 26th. We're going to see what is coming up for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. You all are generally pretty moon sensitive. You guys are sensitive to moon energy, a lot of the Cancers that I've known anyway. And so you're a water sign. Water signs can be pretty moon sensitive. You might still be feeling that Scorpio full moon we just had. It was a bit of a doozy. So we're going to see what's coming up for you all in the week ahead. Using the Kipper Oracle here, one of my favorite decks. It's a beautiful deck, and as always I will have a link in the description for those of you who want more info about it. Those of you who are new here, welcome. This is going to be a general reading for your spirituality, your money, your career, personal life. Here's your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Just basically whatever spirit wants to bring your attention to for the week ahead. Love, romance, I generally do on a separate reading, and I'll have a link to the love videos in the description, okay, of this video. If you want to get like more detailed love and romance, that's also available. Okay, my dear, so community is what's coming up for you in the beginning part of the week, Cancer. So in the beginning part of the week, you all are going to be focused on connection and associations. One of the things that was coming up with that Scorpio full moon was a lot of release, a lot of just kind of facing our fears and looking at the things that maybe we feel insecure about or we feel afraid. And so some of you might be feeling now where you're wanting to come out of your shell, no pun intended for the crabs, you know, but like you might be wanting to just, you know, come into this energy of connection, and you might really be ready to just say, you know what, like, I'm not going to let my fears or my insecurities hold me back from the connections that I'm longing for. Some of you have been really sacrificing a lot of your joy and a lot of your happiness in order to fulfill your obligations, and that incense smoke just blew over for me. That's like a pretty strong indication of some confirmation, like this is resonating for some of you. So now you're coming into this energy where you're really wanting to be able to bring in this energy of connecting and doing the things that make you happy, right? So kind of finding, I don't know if I want to say support system, because that sounds super dramatic, and I'm not saying you guys are like gonna go like check into like a recovery facility or something, although maybe some of you are, and there's no harm in that, but like just kind of a place where you can go to unwind, right? Like a place where you can just kind of go and leave your troubles and your concerns and your responsibilities, you know, just away for a little bit, and you can just maybe be with people where you're having fun and you're able to laugh and you're able to have fun and you're able to do things that are like refreshing for you or recharging your battery here. So a lot of you are coming into a new set of friendships or a new group of friends. Some of you already, like, it's been a while that you've outgrown the old crowd. You've outgrown the old clique, right? You've come up, or you're waking up spiritually. You're awakening, and the, you know, whatever was before wasn't feeling right anymore. It wasn't clicking anymore. So now you're finding that new click. Now you're finding that new sense of community, okay? A new sense of belonging and being able to do things that are fun for you, that like the family away from family kind of energy, or soul family or soul tribe, right? So a lot of you are coming to that energy beginning of the week. Your Monday, Tuesday, Cancer, is mature woman. Cancer. Are you a mature woman? Are you getting involved with a mature woman? It'll be different for different ones of you. All right. Some of you are coming into that matriarch kind of energy. The 6 just jumped out at me. I think this is going to be a theme for a lot of the signs over the week, because so far it's come up in different cards in different ways. And I don't know if you all watch my readings regularly enough to have heard me say in the past, certain numbers have a certain meaning in my reading. And when I see 6, it has to do with money. Okay? It has to do with a relationship or a connection. And right when I said that, I know you guys can't see, but right when I said it has to do with money, I've got some of the windows slightly cracked, and like this wind, like, or this breeze blew into the room, and my curtains, which are like really heavy curtains, they all came forward. So that was like another confirmation for me. It was like, woof, it came in very strong. So something midweek money, guys, money with you cancers. Some of you, it's gonna have to do with a mother figure, or maybe like a matriarch in your family. And you all have had a theme in readings in the past, Cancer, where some of you were kind of stepping up and becoming like the leader in your family as the generations got older, like some torch being passed on to you. But some of you, I feel you're not necessarily the matriarch, but you're dealing with a matriarch, and there's some kind of generosity that is being bestowed upon you through that process. Okay, so either something is happening in your career, if you are female or identify as female, something may be happening in your career where there's some long-term investment that's coming in for you, and that smoke just blew over as confirmation, and you're advancing to a level where you are becoming very successful, and you are becoming like growing into this mature, successful, affluent, abundant energy. Other ones of you are going to be dealing with somebody like this. So even if there isn't someone in your family who is like the successful matriarch type energy, there could be someone who's taking you under their wing. Okay, it could be somebody that you're encountering through work or employment, somebody who's wanting to mentor you in some way. For some of you, it could be somebody through like your church or a friend of the family. But again, and this is a general reading, it's not going to be the same for all of you. I feel some of you are standing to inherit something from this person. Okay, so it could be a relationship being established. Now, I'm not saying that Wednesday, Thursday, somebody's gonna pass away and they're gonna leave you a ton of money. That could happen for some of you, but I do think for a lot of you there's some connection being made midweek where you are going to be coming into abundance, and there's a connection you're making with an individual who will most probably be a mature woman who's going to be guiding you in that direction, whether they are helping you shape and mold yourself into becoming this successful, powerful energy much like they are, or you're establishing a connection with someone who, when they do ultimately pass away, they're going to end up leaving you what they have. They're going to end up leaving you what they've gathered financially in their lifetime. So it just feels to me like someone who's wishing to bless you, someone who's seeing your full potential, someone who is seeing that you have struggled, somebody who is seeing all of the things that you've overcome. And so it's just coming into this energy of wanting to do good for you, or wanting to it may be in their way, they feel like in some way they're paying some karma, or they're doing a good deed and they're wanting to help you. Okay, they're wanting to help you to grow, or they're wanting to bring you some financial blessing. That's the feeling that I'm getting from this card. Some of you may be dealing with a mother or mother figure. Okay, and again, it could have to do with finances and inheritance and property and things like that you all are discussing. But I do feel, Cancer, something is happening where you're preparing for your future, for your long-term security. Okay, and there's this mature woman energy that's gonna be at the forefront of it. Your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. I just got the chills. I just got the chills. Oh my God. Woo. Okay, so we have coffin here for your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I was just talking about inheritances. Okay, so we always say this in readings, okay? We always say this in readings. We don't necessarily always see death card or coffin card as a literal death. Many times it can have to do with the ending of a cycle. Many times it could have to do with a permanent change that's coming into your life. So I don't want you to freak out, Cancer. This doesn't necessarily mean that someone in your life is going to pass away. Okay, it can very well be in a way where it has to do with symbolism, like symbolically something is ending, coming into a new order, coming into a new energy. Okay, so if we look at the book, right, this is saying that this card is representing that something is closed It refers to something being finished, something being done, and something being behind you, and it being time to move on and move forward. So it says it is time to say goodbye now. This may concern all areas of life, a relationship that has to be ended, or retirement from your job. Accept this transition, even if it is hard. Adjust to changes in your life. So it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be a literal death. Okay? It doesn't mean that it's going to be a literal death. It's just that it's time for a new transition. And so I do feel, Cancer, that a lot of you are coming into this element of power. And I feel that for the majority of you, that's what this card is saying. Like, the old you is behind you. Keep in mind, we just had that Scorpio full moon. Okay, and a lot of us are being changed by it. And for a lot of you who don't know this, Scorpio is a sign of death and rebirth, right? And we already talked about how you were going to come into new community, new soul tribe, that, you know, that mature matriarch kind of energy, that boss kind of energy. And so the old you is being left behind, the you that maybe life kind of molded you into. And now you're saying, no, I'm not going to be who people say I am. I'm who I say I am. So again, this is not necessarily a death. It's the end of an old order, and it's you coming into your rebirth. It's you coming into your new power. It's you walking away from the things that limited you or held you back in the past. This could be the end of poverty. This could be the end of low self-esteem. This could be the end of being single. This could be the end of going through life feeling like a doormat, right? It can be so many things. So it's not necessarily to be perceived as something scary. I only say that because I know in certain cultures, the American culture being one of them, you know, we have a lot of connotations with death and funerals, which are very sad. Whereas in other cultures, it could be that somebody has been liberated and somebody is coming into a spiritual realm, or we're going to celebrate this person's life. So I feel that for many of you, this is more so the old pattern ending and you being reborn and or rebirthed into the life that you've always wanted to have, but maybe you were too scared to. Okay, you're coming into that boss energy, you're coming into the soul tribe energy. So there's going to be certain people and places and things that you're leaving behind you for good, simply because they no longer serve you. Okay, my dears, check out your moon sign and rising sign videos as well, because some weeks those are going to resonate with you more. Some weeks I'll give you a little extra information because this is a general reading, but if you check out your moon sign and rising sign videos, sometimes that's going to give you a little extra just specifically for your energy, depending on your planetary placements. I thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, my dears. Those of you, a lot of you have been super supportive, and I really appreciate you. And changes are being made so that I can interact with a lot of you a lot more through the comments, through social media, in the next couple of weeks. So I will be interacting with a lot of you more, and I really appreciate the connections you've been able to establish for those of you who I've already been able to connect with. Those of you who have been messaging, and you know, I've heard so many wonderful things about ways in which the general readings are even helping you guys a lot. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it out there. If you want to do something for yourself and treat yourself, get yourself a little gift, and also support my channel, check out the Teespring store, which is new. There's new items at the bottom of the video. Those are things that I designed, things that I put out there that I thought maybe some of you all might like. So if you want to treat yourself to something for you and also support the channel, go ahead and go check out the Teespring stuff. But if not, it's all good, guys. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you receiving the message, and I'm sending you so much love and so much light. Take care.